porn.
I will.
Okay, I think we're live on the internet now, so.
Hey!
Mike's sitting here telling me, like, all about his plan to have a McDonald's dinner, and I'm like, tell me more. Haven't had McDonald's in I don't know how long. So I'm like, if you're gonna go to McDonald's, what are you gonna get? And he's like, oh, I'm gonna get a McDouble and some fries. And I'm like, that's very ghetto. If you're gonna go to McDonald's, at least get like a fucking Big Mac, extra sauce, a McFlurry, and a large fry.
I've been getting.
Can I get an amen?
I've been getting the chicken sandwich from Burger King, and then the fish sandwich from Popeyes.
There's a Popeyes out here? Where's our Popeyes?
There is a Popeyes here. There's one like actually right down the street from me.
Of course.
I've been getting a chicken sandwich from Burger King, and then a fish sandwich. But from McDonald's, I think I've been getting the chicken sandwich.
You have to like play them all against each other or whatever. I'm not one to talk. I don't really eat a lot of fast food. Like my idea of fast food is like In-N-Out or like occasionally pizza. I swore off Taco Bell.
I felt like eating trash, you know what I'm saying?
I made Mike a Baja Blast margarita, which I'm sure tastes like shit because I like my Baja Blast with some white rum personally because I'm
She's gonna
extra
put Malibu
trashy.
in it next time.
I call it like a hillbilly margarita. It's like rocket fuel.
I've been eating a lot of Dave's chicken, so instead of eating that again today, I was like, let me just eat Dave's
Nashville hot.
I think I've had the hot one before. It's good.
I feel like if you're gonna go to chicken, you gotta go Popeyes all the way. Otherwise, it's like that or Church's. But like, is Church's even around anymore?
Church's is around, yeah. I prefer Popeyes, but.
Do you like the biscuits?
Oh yes, I love all of it. It's a great way to just choke.
I fucking love garbage, like trash food. Like I love nothing more than like
it's bad, but
Cheetos
it's
and fast food and like fried bologna sandwiches. But I just can't.
Cheetos with the cheese and the.
The last time I had Cheetos was when we had Cheetos on the podcast. I don't eat processed food anymore. I don't eat any processed food. I don't eat fast food. Occasionally I'll get a burger, but it's like carb style.
What's wrong with you eating all healthy now?
No, it's been like this for a couple years. Ever since I went low carb, I try to like, I don't buy any frozen food.
Dave's hot chicken,
nothing in like jars or cans.
Their fries are so good. Well, that's going to be me starting tomorrow.
Fries with Tony's Creole seasoning.
That's actually why I wanted to get Dave's hot chicken. So I'm just gonna get like a light McDonald's meal, and then I'll get me some Dave's hot chicken.
You're gonna do both tonight. You're gonna get super dirty.
Yeah, because I'm gonna start my fasting and my eating healthy.
I like how I was like, hi, do you want to go to PT's and be a piece of shit and eat chicken wings and do video poker and smoke inside and drink? And you're like, no, rain check. But I'm gonna go to McDonald's and Popeyes and smoke a blunt. I mean, I'm the same way. My favorite thing is like weed and food. Don't get me wrong.
Weed and brew food, all that.
But I've been off of fast food and processed food now for about 3 years.
Guess what came in the mail for me today?
What?
My new air fryer. I just got an air fryer.
What brand is it? Is it a Ninja?
It was a Ninja Foodie. And I got a 1,000 recipe book for that air fryer. So
You trying to be healthy? Is that what I'm saying?
Maybe. I'm starting tomorrow.
I'm like the air fryer queen. I'll give you so many.
Really?
Yeah, I'll give you like so many ways of doing things.
Thank you. This is good news. This is very good news.
Hey guys, what's up? We're just being fat pieces of shit on the internet.
Do you want to know if you're going to have sex this week or the kind of sex? If you need a tarot card to let you know, holler at this.
I feel like we need to like,
card.
I feel like we need to like, do like a little, what's the word that I'm looking for? What's the word that I'm looking for? It's before you have sex, but not quite having
Foreplay?
sex. Yes.
Foreplay reading?
I'm like, I don't know what that is. Moon and Aries. What's foreplay? Just put it in me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! I hope my in-laws aren't watching this.
Mars and Aries is going wild right now. Yes.
I feel like let's foreplay them a little bit because some of these heathens are going to be like, yeah, give me the free reading and I'm out.
Yeah.
What the fuck, guys? First of all, give us your money.
Fix the audio. know. We're trying to fix
We're just fixing the audio. Apologies. Difficulties. We would put on like that rainbow screen right now, but you'd rather. We're gonna give you guys a second.
Foreplay is very important.
Skipping.
Huh.
Oh. The Death Star.
Hopefully that's better. Is it better?
Interesting.
No, it's like strobing.
How do we sound to y'all guys?
Yeah, what's the other sound like?
What's the audio sound like?
Yeah, let us know. Hopefully it's not skipping.
So we'll hold off on the pick.
No, put the. Well, you want me to get you another deck?
Like a foreplay reading?
Yeah, we can just leave it out.
Oh, I see. I like that. So
Or we'll just switch back and forth with this deck. So you use the pick a card with this.
Okay, and we'll just use this.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So I can lay it out now and
Yeah.
we'll wait.
Yeah, and then we'll make them wait. We're gonna make you guys
like
wait
that.
for it. Hopefully you can hear us.
That's a good theme. So
We're
if
little-
someone
we're
does
little
say
choppy.
chop, still skipping. Chopping. Still tipping. Tipping on fofos.
Somebody said stroking. That deep stroke.
Hey, as I pull the Ace of Wands. Yeah, a lot of King Queen energy.
We can hear you.
Randomly fixed itself as soon as I turned the AC off.
No, it's not the AC, it's the feds. They're listening.
Ah, yo! He's like,
Everything's against me.
yeah, you got a text from the FBI like,
And the
delete
feds
this.
enter the
It's
chat.
85. I'll turn the air conditioning back.
Yes, delete this. Okay.
Okay, so if you missed all that and it sounded like we were speaking in Latin because this is the Dark Lord's channel, A, you guys are all heathens. Thanks for staying with us. B, we're going to pick a card, but you guys are going to have to work for it. You're going to have to wait. Give us your fucking money. P.S. All the readings
You
that we're
heard her.
doing are by donation. Scan the QR code next to us. $20 for one card, $40 for three. Ask whatever you want. We're going to read you to filth on the internet.
You get 5 piles.
In the meantime, Mike has put 5 piles down. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let them chill here for a little bit. We're going to let them kind of like marinate in their juices because this is a foreplay reading. We're going to start calling this the foreplay
The foreplay.
reading.
Yeah.
We've got people who have made donations. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for your patience. We're going to take our level 3 subscribers first. While we're at it, we're going to say a big thank you to people like Catherine, Michelle, Paula, Hera, Jessica Martinez, and Kayla Ann. But if Jessica or Paula are here and you want your reading, let us know. That's a benefit of being level 3. You're going to get a reading first. We've got some people who have made some super chat donations. Thank you. We will be reading for you. And I know we've got a couple people who are also in the PayPal.
So you got H. Hines, follow a Spacebug and follow your heart. And then Jessica Martinez for more foreplay.
More-
Let's get it.
I really want. We're gonna do the sushi boat. It's gonna come. It's just so hot here right now. I
Yeah.
feel like sushi right now is not a good idea.
I'll eat sushi whenever, but I feel you.
You hear him in there being like, "No sushi." Milk was a bad choice.
Oh god.
It's just hot, smelly fish. Just
Ooh, nice.
your favorite. Ew! Ew!
Nasty nerves.
Fucking Venus, Pluto, liking some foul shit. Barf City. We've got Matthew, Della, and Lori. Thank you guys. We've got you in the queue. Jessica Martinez, thank you for your generosity. Follow your heart, and also Spacebug. What is up,
And then H.
everybody?
Hines.
Those of you guys who are new to our channel, welcome to the darkest part of the internet.
Oh yes.
This is when Mike and I like to do our live show after we've had like 4 drinks. So obviously it's going to be a good time.
Heather, if you have a
said-
question, you can ask. If it's general, we can just do a general for you.
Not the vibe you want to be on for a foreplay reading.
Oh my god.
We want to do another pool cast, but honestly, we've been going back and forth and talking about it, and we feel like our energy and resources are going to be better put towards trying to create a live event, either at the end of summer, maybe early fall, where we incentivize all the heathens in internet land to drive to Sin City, meet us at a local spot where we want to talk to you guys about astrology, hopefully do some booze and some other party goods. And and like meet people in real life That would be fun. So, I mean, everybody's always looking for a reason to go to Vegas, but
Yeah.
we could be another one for you.
Yeah.
So, I can't in the bathing suit, shirtless Mike. I want to do shirtless Mike with like sunscreen all over your face and like some floaties.
I can do that.
Yeah?
I have
Alright.
my summer body right too.
He's working on it, guys. He got an air fryer. He's not fucking around. I love that every other week Mike's like, no, but seriously, I'm starting my diet now. And I'm like, you and me both.
Yeah. I like work on it and then
The
go
North
2
Nose
steps
and
back.
Taurus. The
And
North Nose and Taurus. Somebody has to keep you guys warm. That's all I'm going to say. That's it.
That's true.
If you guys aren't aware, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Think about it. This is, you can't see it, but there's 5 cards here. So pick a number in your head. Think about your question. We're going to do the foreplay reading. So let's go ahead and get into it. We got Matthew who popped in first, and then we've got a couple people in the super chat. Drop us a like. Sharing is caring. Share the stream with other people, especially if they're fucked up and they're into astrology.
Looks
or
like Kayla said one. You might want to refresh it.
Oh yeah, we got Kayla too.
Yeah.
Will Mike be eating a donut while he's shirtless? That channel never came to fruition. It will not be sexy while eating low carb foods. Sorry. How do you feel about donuts?
I like donuts.
Really?
I like glazed donuts. I like what do you I like the donuts.
All donuts are glazed, Mike, but
Yeah.
do you like donut holes?
Donut holes. Is that the ball donuts?
You like balls in your mouth?
I like donut balls in my
We already know you like foot-long wieners, too.
Ah, glizzies.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Glazers, as we call them in the Midwest. Get you some glazers.
Oh, snap.
Watch for
I just
deer.
got caught slipping. It is what it is.
This is fucking hilarious. Okay, well, smoke them if you got them. Glaze her.
Oh.
That's disgusting. All right, next. Okay, so let's get into our very first question that we have from Matthew. Matthew gave us a donation. Thanks, Matthew. Your question is as follows. I am a 26-degree Taurus rising.
I'm 27-degree Taurus rising.
2-degree Cancer Sun, 2nd house Scorpio Moon, 6th house, wait a second. 2nd house Scorpio Sun, 6th house Scorpio Moon. Just sent that in case you consider the houses. General inquiries, nothing specific. Whatever comes to your psychic mind.
Natural King Matthew. We have the alienation card, which is so symbolic because it's coming with the Ace of Cups. So if you're feeling a sense of alienation or loss, this is almost like, ooh, and it's coming from the star. So it's like someone is seeing you, someone is seeing through your act of acting broker than you are, and they're seeing you actually as you are. But I see this is very symbolic. Like the Ace of Cups is showing you love, and coming from the star, it's this whole dynamic of someone influential looking at you, or this rejuvenation. This is huge, knowing that you have Saturn finishing out your 10th house and you're coming into success. This is beautiful. What do you think about this, Candace? Because this is really awesome. Like,
It makes me feel like you're kind of, rags to riches.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it also makes me feel like having friends in high places, maybe.
Yeah.
Like helping you kind of like get back into the swing of things. But this is like an underdog story here. Like being able to like kind of come up from the bottom and then being able to achieve your dreams and feeling like totally emotionally fulfilled with everything that came together. Putting a real emphasis in like maybe like Scorpio season and Aquarius season is like that's like the turning points for some things that are going on. Especially if you're feeling like you're trying to get like your bread up or like your financial goals are needing to get more so in alignment, and you're realizing that it actually starts with your emotions in terms of feeling stable, secure, worthy of like receiving all the goodies that are coming in.
Especially, a huge Taurus rising lesson is feeling valued. I feel like this Ace of Cups is like someone pouring in their love for you as a natural king, like you being valued, and it's someone who's highly influential.
Very exciting.
Oh, can we do H. Ines next? They were the first one on the super chat.
Yeah, for sure. This one? No, this one.
Yeah.
No, this one.
No.
This one?
No, you gotta go all the way up because they expired.
Did I miss somebody?
There we
There we go. H. Ines.
Heather.
Thank you. First time to catch the live and ask for a tarot reading. Happy Solstice. That reminds me, we didn't even get a chance to say that. Happy Solstice. If you guys did not already check it, we did a Solstice video talking about the season ahead. So be sure to check out that episode. I've got stuff on my channel about that too. All right, so let's see. So Heather's got 3 cards. Thanks for catching our live for the very first time. Let's see what they say.
Oh my God. Spacebook, I got you next.
You guys chose foreplay over donuts?
I chose donuts.
Yeah, 'cause most people don't even participate in foreplay, but okay. 8 of Swords, 5 of Cups, and the Fool card. Well, this talks about being able to break through emotional barriers. Mind over matter. Learning to kind of move on and not dwell on the past. Realizing that limitation is only like a mental state. So maybe you've been focusing on like working over grief or releasing or letting go of the past. Not dwelling on the past, not getting stuck there.
Lots of releasing from limiting beliefs.
Yeah, but also I think it's like about like liberation, right? Like the Fool can be like very much about Uranus. So I'm like
self-liberation too.
I'm curious if you have some like major Uranus squares or conjunctions happening. Like do you have any major fixed placements? 8 of Swords, and I think the 5 of Cups is realizing that you can stay in a perpetual state of grief, sorrow, feeling limited, stuck, or you can get to the other side and kind of break through, turn over a new leaf, start new patterns, habits, and decide to go a different direction and being optimistic about some of what like the future holds. So it can be about starting like a new cycle, going on a trip, starting a new job, learning something new. So there's something really prominent going on in regards to these things where you're like, I'm going to do something radically different, and instead of dwelling on what has not worked or what's broken down, I'm going to like take a different kind of perspective and I'm going to turn everything over. So something here makes me feel like that's the breakthrough of just choosing happiness and choosing not to be stuck in a perpetual state of like feeling down, right?
The Sky says she has a major ass. That's wild.
Who was a major ass?
I got a major Uranus.
Oh, okay. Can we see it?
Right.
Pictures or it didn't happen?
Pictures or it didn't happen. There we go. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength. Yo. That's what's up.
Let us know, Heather. I'd be interested to hear what's going on and what you're radically changing.
All right, Spacebug. The card that we have for you, Miss Demon Slayer, is the Judgment card. I can't even make this up. Especially with the Emperor, it's like you're awakening to your power. I get a lot of king, queen energy with you. So it's like you're like a queen who's like a king. But like we do see, the main card for you we have is Judgment. So you're awakening. I don't think it's a coincidence I said Demon Slayer beforehand. This is Pluto. This is you awakening to your highest purpose and what you're meant to do. Especially if you felt that you're on the verge of breaking through what you're meant to do, it's going to secure a lot more authority, a lot more independence, a lot more discipline, especially with the 8 of Pentacles.
I wonder, are you like making like a big job decision? Is there some major choice that you're making in regards to your career? Or are you feeling like you need to like boss up? What's happening here?
I'm an ordained minister, by the way.
Me too. I can marry and bury people.
You can bury people too?
Yeah, I'm a death midwife. I went through a
Hades.
program to bury people. We had to like learn how to like reset the joints and like prep the body and put them on ice and stuff, and like how to like do like natural burials, and like I can transport corpses. I had to go and get my minister's license so I could basically interact with family and be able to like do things. But like I can marry, I've married and buried people. So
that's deep.
That's some shit.
Yeah, hey, Miss Hades right here.
She's also Facebook. You're ordained too. I love that.
That's awesome.
Did you hear that here in Vegas they're trying to outlaw like Elvis impersonators because like whoever bought like the Elvis brand or whatever is like trying to get rid of all the Elvis impersonators?
What a dick.
Can you imagine, like, to be, like, an outlaw, like, wedding, like, Elvis minister out here? Like, it's,
Right.
like, some fucking underground shit. There's a business for that, I'm sure.
We want Elvis. I don't care if it's illegal. Find me an Elvis impersonator. That'd be crazy.
It's amazing how many ministers are in the chat right now.
Right.
It's great. I love it.
It is.
I feel like a lot of people do it because, like, they're like, oh, I want to marry people, or, like, my cousin got married, or, like, whatever, which is cool. Like, captains can do it, too. Does that mean we can drive a boat?
Maybe.
We should test that out.
Yeah.
Boats and hoes?
Yeah.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Prestige worldwide. Oh, yeah. So much room for it.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't. Okay. Who else are we missing here? So we got Spacebug. Follow your heart. Cancer rising. Aquarius sun. Moon in Capricorn. What does the universe want me to know about my court hearing that was today concerning my work-related injury? Will the insurance company continue to pay me? Well, let's take a look. Considering the fact that Saturn is going retrograde in your 8th, I would say you may be straight until Leo season. Maybe. I wonder if there's going to be like a determination maybe sometime around the full moon in Capricorn. That might happen with your placements. Let's see. So what does the universe want you to know about your court hearing? Will the insurance company keep paying? Saturn in the 8th is about stuff that's like owed. Can be delayed, but stuff that's owed. We've got 5 of Wands, Ace of Wands, and King of Wands reversed. Are you also having them pay for physical therapy? Is there something going on in terms of like paying you to rebound or until you can get back in action? It's very likely that if you can prove that there's some either mobility issues or rehabilitation stuff, you may actually have this a little bit longer. Ace of Wands does mean that there's going to be swift action, especially if you can prove that there is some inability for you to still physically work. You're going to have to fight for it. Like, you're going to have to prove it. These are a lot of wands. It does talk about combative energy. I feel like you're going to get a very swift decision. But I feel like with that King of Wands reversed, I'm getting the impression that's like you're unfortunately having to be the person who's having to bear the proof of having some issue or limitation. Now, actually paying you don't have pentacles coming up. So I feel like this is more a situation where it's kind of saying like whether or not you're getting paid for the time that you're not working until you can kind of bounce back and go back to work. It's going to be a challenge though. Five of Wands means like you're going to have to show for whatever reason the due diligence of not being able to perform the tasks that you used to perform. And as long as you're having proof of that, that you're consciously working through that, going to physical therapy or having somebody assist you with the process, it's going to take a little bit of time before they're going to be able to say, yeah, okay, you can go back to work. Look for changes in the fire months. So like when the sun ingresses into Leo, especially with your chart, okay? You're having a bunch of planets that's going to go into Leo in your second house, which is your money, but it's going to oppose Saturn. So they may challenge whether or not you're capable of returning. And I have a feeling with like Jupiter in your whole sign 10th and Mars is there now, part of you is like, do I go back to work? Do I try to work? Like, do I push through it? I would say like it's probably not a good time to do that right now. Not only because it might jeopardize the case, but also because like you don't want to push this before you're ready to return back. Oh, no physical therapy. So something about your ability to work in the future though. So I would say focus on that and like what the overall projection is from your medical professionals. Are they suggesting it's going to take X amount of weeks or months until you rebound? Do they anticipate you're going to be able to physically go back to work at some point? There's something connected to that, but I have a feeling like, the Ace of Wands is being victorious and you may be able to swing this until the better part of like, if not at least the end of summer, possibly even the end of this year. All right. We've got Jessica Martinez. She gave us money for foreplay, but do you want to give her some cards?
And then we got Caleb, Della, Ardea, and then Lori.
Yep.
Oh, we even got more.
Starseed Salsa. That's a cool name. Who's that?
That's my good Gemini brother. Shout out to you, fam. Scorpio rising. So we do have the Two of Pentacles. We do have the Eight of Wands. We do also have the Devil, Hermit, Four of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So to me, with the Ten of Pentacles, this is all wealth, really, but in a very unorthodox and unconventional way, which makes me think of maybe underground, I'm not going to say illegal, but like not legal practices. Hermit Devil card is like being, pushing pounds of on the low though, and like you're not getting caught and you're making good money though. So yeah, it's like Walter White-ish kinda. I think some of y'all are Breaking Bad and evil, and I think it's gonna work out really well for you. The only thing is you're gonna have to adapt to certain changes in your local and national laws, and your willingness to adapt will just kind of help you do that. And the only challenges are going to be how to adapt here, really, with the Two of Pentacles. But I think you're going to see major breakthroughs to how this industry is going to bring more income to you. But it's just going to get more illegal what you're doing, but you're not going to
I'm wondering what the deal is with Jessica. Like, are you going back and forth determining whether or not you're going to make a huge segue and, like, break away from, like, a very consuming professional job to make way for something new? Like, what's happening there? Because it seems like you're dealing with, like, kind of cutting or severing and fully moving on to, like, the next phase. Like, there's something where you're like, is this illegal? Is it not? I don't know. It's like boss moves, and if I, like, really step into this, I'm going to have, like, a breakthrough.
Right.
Something there. All right, cool. So, who else we got? We're over here now?
Oh, Leslie just paid right
She
now.
just paid, so we'll bop back to her. So we've got Della, Laurie, Kayla, Zing, Starseed, and Wendy. Then we'll get you, Leslie. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your patience. We appreciate it. If you guys are making donations into the PayPal, just let us know if your name differs from YouTube, because it can be challenging.
Trapping.
Letting go of the trap, Jessica. You can do it. Ooh, I got Uranus transiting through my 8th too. It's a wild fucking ride.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got Della. Thank you for your donation, Della. She says, I'm an Aries Sun, Gemini Moon, Cap Rising.
Director.
How's summer looking?
Relationship.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Yeah, how's
But she's got Jupiter on her in her 4th house, coming in conjunction with her sun.
Are you moving?
Are you moving? Is there something going on where you're spending time with family? Are you focusing on getting your own space? Gemini Moon could be a little fun, because certainly that's about kind of getting back on schedule with some stuff. Somebody said, are we faded? We've been drinking.
We've been drinking. Yeah.
Get off of my surfboard.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Fair.
so let's see what's up. So what's going on for the summer for Della?
No plans to move, but hate Washington.
Better watch out with that Cap Rising. You're going to get called back home for something. I mean, you know, this is interesting. I mean, I feel like there is a sense of you finally getting to a point where you're like, I'm not just going to stay and continue the status quo. Like, if you sit in a place too long, or stay in a situation emotionally, physically, home-wise, whatever, there can be some sense of stagnancy. The Hangman coming up with the 8 of Cups is like, am I moving on from fears? Am I moving on from self-sabotaging? Am I moving on from situations where I'm just not actually making headway? Having Jupiter coming into conjunction with your sun, I think is really wonderful. I think that's going to help you focus more on a sense of being like, I can create new patterns. I can create new homes. I don't have to stay in the same place or the same emotional or mental space anymore. And then that 8 of Cups coming up with the Page of Cups means you're moving on to sweeter connections, like new potential romantic potentials, like something about feeling like you're feeling more playful and creative, or there's something that's starting to brew in regards to like new emotions that either you haven't felt in some time or things that are coming new to you. This can be new romantic contacts. Something about Pisces. Watch for that, because the Hangman coming up with the Page of Cups makes me feel like maybe you're moving into a situation where there's going to be much more prominent Pisces energy. Maybe you meet a younger romantic person who's somehow connected to Pisces. I'm wondering if this is also like walking away from old habits, patterns, and addictions. Oversleeping, overeating, overdrinking, overdrugging. A lot of cups coming up here that's like, you know what, I'm upgrading. I'm not just going to pour my emotions or my feelings into these habits. And this is a lot of like working through issues consciously rather than self-sabotaging. Love you, but gotta tell you that this is probably something that's happening, right? Jupiter in your sign is great for new beginnings, but being that you're a Cap rising, it's like you have to get to the root of where some of those issues came from. So let me know. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to imagine that it won't, yeah. It's not going to materialize as like a complete restart, either emotionally with your home, or also your sun's your career. So the Sun-Jupiter conjunction can very well be about you being like, okay, you know, what am I studying? What am I learning? How am I doing that as a part of my daily routine? For some people, it's going back to school. For some people, it's real estate. For others, it's like starting what may be a new business that ends up like turning into or evolving into like a long-standing family business. So I'm interested to hear what happens. Jupiter in the 4th, you think it's good, but sometimes it's like...
I had my grandma's funeral.
Yeah, like the 4th house is like endings and burials, and it's a water house. So it can be about ego deaths that lead you to new beginnings as well. Yeah. Who else do we got here? Lori. What's up, Lori? Lori says nothing.
So we have the 7 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Page of Wands. Lori, you're coming out of this escapist, you're coming out of this escapist paradise, actually. So there's been some brainstorming, but you may have felt lost. Not like soul lost, but like just not focused. And this is just literally switch flipping into focus and excitement. The Queen of Swords is professional, and the Page of Wands is excited. It's like a switch, especially with the World card. You're very focused on what goals, which maybe with the 7 of Cups, you may not have been sure recently the last 2 weeks what it is you want, versus now you're more sure than ever. And they're going to come into very exciting news that lets you know you're so close to reaching that success. And that's all due in part to this Cancer season switch of, okay, I know what projects I want to focus on. I know what goals I want to focus on. And this is the Libra woman. Like, you're very independently, professionally focused towards what it is you want to do. And I really love this contrast from you coming out of being distracted from different opportunities to you literally just like, all right, I know what I'm going to do. I feel like you're carrying a collective vibe with this.
I'm really curious because I know a lot about what's going on with Lori's life, and I'm wondering if this is like her contemplating or considering other options when it comes to creativity, or also like things that bring her joy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm wondering, I think she's a Sag sun.
Interesting.
I think she's a Sag sun, Gemini, Cancer cusp. I don't remember, but babies. Looking, just knowing about her transits. Let's see, who else do we have? We've got Kayla. I saw a little bit of what Kayla said. Kayla said, I feel like everything's crumbling, but also everything's coming together. I literally have no idea what's going on or how to process this energy. It feels terrible, but amazing. Please explain.
Let's go.
Also, happy belated birthday to your son who turned 4 yesterday. Little
Congratulations.
Little cuspy cusp.
Sag sun, Leo moon, Leo rising. Okay.
Here we go.
Cool.
What's up, Michelle? We'll put you in the queue. Let us know your questions if you want your reading.
So the 12th house transit is probably the 7 of Cups going through the Cancer in your 12th. Mitchell, you are not too late.
All right, so Kayla, here's the deal. Saturn is going through your Aquarius placements, so it's having you really show up in a very big way, be a friend to yourself, focus on your inner joy. It's being challenged by the South Node of the second, which is saying, what are you creating? What are you putting your time and energy into? It's also being challenged by the North Node, Uranus, in the 8th, which is, how are you changing and transforming your relationship with intimacy, joint resources? How are other people challenging your will? I feel you, girl. I'm going through some of the same squares. And it's weird because the way that Uranus works is like you have to kind of go low before you go high. Like it doesn't rotate on a normal axis. So when you think things are going south, it actually has to break down before it builds back up.
Right.
But let's see what the cards say for you. So we've got first the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Coins, the Queen of Cups reversed. Honestly, it makes me feel like it's putting you through the ringer a little bit. You got a lot of air in your chart, dude. So, I mean, there can be a sense of you being super hyper-focused on making sense of things, making it logical, being very detached and very matter-of-fact. And a lot of what's going on right now is it's putting the pressure on you to kind of have some emotional breakthroughs. I mean, Taurus is a feminine sign. The South Node's in a feminine sign. We've got Neptune aspects, Pluto aspects. It's a lot of like really cutting to the core of, for you personally, I think, how you're really feeling, what you're putting stock in, restructuring and organizing, what brings you stability, like what substance is to you, having to redefine substance. And learning that it takes time to work through emotions. It's not something that you can just speed through, right? Air placements have a tendency to be like, we do this, we do this, we do this, we do that. And earth and water, when you have a lot of earth and water going on, you have to make mud, right? You have to allow the emotions to come in and work with the earth, and it takes time to actually start to physically feel that change. So it can be a little disruptive for some really heavy air placements because you have to go through the motions of feeling things much more deeply and actually taking your time to work through it, which can be rather intense. I think the Queen of Cups reversed is also just like kind of feeling like your mood is all over the place and like learning that some of the emotions can be misplaced because there are things that you have not dealt with that have been stored in your body, right? She said, my North Node's in the 7th. I feel like I had a lot of generational relationship karma. It's been terrible. Yeah, but Jupiter's in your 7th now by whole sign standards. And next year, there's a lot of really good things happening with relationships. So I do feel like for you, it's about just trying to make sense of like why your physical body is reacting so viscerally to some of your emotions and just the fact that it's just trying to get out of your system, Heard that for a lot of people who have 5th house Aquarius placements, Libra risings, and I would say take time. Healing takes time. There's a process, and it's also the universe's way of, through your emotions, trying to get you to be more so grounded and in your body. So we've got
another PayPal.
All right, let me update this. We'll take one more from the PayPal, and then we'll go back over to the super chat. So you want to do Xing?
Yeah, she put her question
I'm
there
still
too.
waiting for answers in so many areas of my life. What does that say? Feels like the last 2.5 years have been a deep reawakening and realignment for my soul,
But
and
the
my
outer
inner world has changed, but my outer world still looks the same. Be careful what you say, because the Saturn-Uranus squares and what you're going to see over the next couple of weeks are about physical change.
Queen of Swords, strength, justice. So one thing you said about your outer world not looking like the inner world changing, I feel like there's such it is changing, it's just so subtle, and over the next 6 months you'll see it. But this looks like you're rocking that internal growth. Queen of Swords, strength, and justice means you're not only focused, but you're approaching every relationship with the right balance, so that, if paperwork needs to be signed verbally or through actual written paperwork, everyone's on the same page. Queen of Swords is you as like a team leader. Queen of Cups is the emotional maturity on top of this passion that's enabling you to connect how you feel inside with the outer world. So I see this as you stepping more into favorable interactions with people, favorable results. Like this is impacting every area of your life as you're stepping into these archetypes. Even Justice is the mother goddess. This is Ma. So, you know, the Queen of Swords is you more focused than ever, but you're aligning the intellect with the passion of your heart. And this is the justice balance that's coming in. So this really, I feel, is a message more of confirmation that the inner work you're doing is spilling out externally. And you're going to be more noticeable of that than ever.
Sending you healing, Kayla. Thanks, Michelle. We got you.
Could also
Got
be
your
mirrored by
question?
prominent female or ladies in your life that mirror this in you too and bring this out of you.
So I want to make sure I get Leslie. What's up, Leslie? She made a donation for a 3-card reading. I'm a Libra rising, 20 degrees, Gemini sun. I feel like my life has been on hold, relationship-wise and in general, kicking my ass the past 4 years. I graduated in May, but I feel like it's been for nothing. I'm wondering what's coming.
Boom.
I have to tell you, being a Libra rising and having like a second decan like sun is actually pretty nice because
In the second house too.
yeah, but her sun's in the 9th. So you've got Mercury and Mercury and Venus, which just entered Gemini. And they're going to be going through your 9th house. And over the next couple weeks, you're going to see them cross your sun, which is going to make you realize like the value of like all the hard work you've put into your education. Not so much about what it brings you, but just like your experience and your life lessons as a result of that, and like feeling like you had a lot of experiences. It's going to trine Saturn, so you're going to realize that you needed to do that. It was an emotional goal to fulfill that. Somehow the bigger picture might start coming together and helping you like realize like what kind of work you want to be doing. Do you want to continue education? Do you want to be teaching? Do you want to get involved in some way with like nonprofit, or working in a private sector or doing anything? I wonder what those cards are. In regards to preservation, teaching, esoteric stuff, so we've got 3 of Wands, the Empress, the 9 of Wands, and the Justice card. I'm just curious, are you feeling like what you've been putting on hold? I mean, I know that you said just putting your life on hold, but are you kind of like, where are my relationships? What am I creating? That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting for you. That's like, there's got to be a bigger purpose. Like, you know, where is this partnership that I'm looking for that can help me create things? It makes me feel like the pieces are really coming together for you, especially in this Libra season in the fall. That's what I like for the air signs this year is that, you know, even when we do see like Mars retrograde in the fall, there's going to be some Sun, Mercury transits happening in Libra. It's going to trine Saturn. It's going to make some positive aspects to your Sun. So I feel like it's coming around the corner. Right now, it's about optimism. It's about where you're willing to travel, what you're willing to learn. Such a wonderful time for like a Gemini sun right now to be like, I need to go on a trip. I need to go and take a course. I need to teach something. I need to share what I have. I need to publish something. Like there's a sense of you taking all of the things that you've been working on the last couple of years. And like, it was probably not easy. Some of the retrogrades you had in Gemini in your 9th. I mean, graduating and finishing and getting that degree was like not easy, right? Just knowing with some of the squares and things where you probably wanted to give up. So what did you learn? What can you create from that? How does it make you feel more fulfilled? I do feel like there is a sense of you not feeling like you need to chase relationships. Mars is going to go retrograde over your Sun also in the fall, so it may bring back a soulmate or it may bring a divine partnership, especially like right when you're feeling like that's it, I give up, somebody appears. So watch for that, especially once we get into like the 9th month, and it's going to help you kind of find the balance. But I also feel like this is about finding people who want to collaborate with you and like meet you halfway, whether it's like, you know, jobs that are going to pay you well, relationships that are going to benefit you. There is a sense of you needing to remain hopeful and optimistic throughout the transits in your 9th house. The 9th house is literally about faith. The 9th house is also going to be about your connection to God. So if you need to check in with like a counselor or a career coach, or you need to talk to a mentor, something that's going to help you kind of communicate and kind of express like, okay, you have to keep going, can be really helpful throughout this process. But I'm anticipating this is all going to come together for you during Libra season. Congrats on wrapping that up. That's a big deal.
Boom.
We've got Starseed Salsa. I'm liking that 2222. And Salsa says, blessings.
We got the star card for you. That literally came out with the Four of Wands. This is dreams come true, rejuvenation. But I get this sense of like a huge climax point, and concerning the vocation of what you want to do because you want to do it versus what you have to do. I feel like you're on the verge of making a dream job real, or you living your dreams. So congratulations. The star card, I feel like, is a miracle that you'll be able to celebrate your progress of breaking through. All right, and well deserved, bro.
We're going to call last call. So if you guys want to get a reading, scan the QR code somewhere around here. You can make a donation for $20 or $40. We haven't forgotten about the pick card sex reading, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick a number. Think about your question. We're going to read this in just a second. We've got Wendy. Wendy says, what will the summer solstice bring for me? Thank you. All right, Wendy. Let's see. We got you, Vanessa. What's up? She was like, did I miss the readings? I was like, no, girl.
Not yet.
Not yet. All right, so let's see, Wendy. What does the solstice have in store for you? Those of you guys who don't know, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's the summer solstice. Time to clean house, get everything ready. It's going to be a jam-packed next week ahead. You might be feeling a little bit more emotional, but this is a powerful time to start new things in regards to the Cancer area of your life. So what does it mean for Wendy? Wendy, the gods have spoken. Ace of Cups. Nice. What a beautiful card to be pulling on the summer solstice. Yeah. It's in a water sign. It's all about the cup runneth over. Self-love, happiness, healing. That star card's popped up a lot. Yeah. Like a lot. Like it's like sprinkles of everything. And like guys, readings too. The transits the next 2 to 3 weeks are rather nice for the most part, other than the Mars square Pluto. This is like a nice little slice of paradise before we get into the shit show of the end of July.
Yep.
So enjoy it. I feel like the Ace of Cups can bring new love. It can bring new relationships. I feel like this could bring you an opportunity for nurturing the self, clearing the heart space, but really focusing on being able to be more emotionally present and setting new emotional intentions. If it's like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. I do want to be more open to love. I do want to feel like I can really, truly be tuning into my emotional body. Regardless of what it is, the Ace of Cups is basically promising that you're going to come into alignment with that. You're welcoming more love into your life. It can be the beginning or the blessing of a new relationship, and it's very, very, very emotional and very fertile energy. So it's like working with a lot of feminine energies. Put out a chalice of water or rose water or flowers or something like that to be able to initiate and really kind of connect with that energy, and be interesting to see, because this has got connections to Venus. So I'm wondering when Venus comes into Venus comes into Cancer, what this might do for you.
Right. 2 of Cups.
We've got Elizabeth Martinez. Hey guys, will I find work soon? Capricorn rising, Scorpio sun.
You just finished the 6th house Gemini work transit, so yeah, I'm gonna just answer that right off the bat. Absolutely. Coming into Leo season, 10th house of the Scorpio sun. So I mean, you've literally changed your behavior around what you want to work or what work looks like for you. We do have the star card again, the 5 of Cups, right, and then the sun card. Albeit
coming
reversed.
Up a lot.
So this, I feel like, is you not only stepping into new work, you want to really open up to doing work that you actually enjoy. The star card is making a dream come true. I remember when someone pulled the star card for me, they in a general reading that wasn't even specifically just for me. It was like a daily reading. They're like, oh yeah, some of you may have a certain hobby you're doing that you want to make a living off of, and the star card is proof that you can make a living off of this. And now I've made a living off of this, so it's come true for me. But I think that a lot of the disappointments you've had as far as things that didn't work out for you, or things, maybe, for example, maybe you don't want to be an actress, but let's say you wanted to be an actress and that didn't work out for you before. Now it's more than possible. And I think this is having you reevaluate, coming at the end of a cycle, a new look into what is your dream and how much more feasible it is versus before. And I think this will bring new excitement to you, because a dream is becoming real, and the steps to come in there are also being made more prevalent than ever.
Thank you, Snoop.
Even if it isn't tied into a dream and it's something more conventional, I think it's something that you'll have a great joy doing.
All right, guys, we're calling last call, so we're going to get down to the wire of the last couple readings. We've got Michelle. What's up, Michelle? Thank you for supporting the channel. Michelle says, what do you see for me in my career pivot from writer to healer?
Nice.
Gemini Sun, Aries Moon, Sag Rising. Well, I mean, I'm loving the fact that Jupiter's transit into your whole sign 5th is essentially aligning you with like what your heart is telling you need to do.
Yeah.
I also feel like with that aspect, making trines to your moon is helping align you, I think, with new groups, new networks, new individuals who are going to allow you to kind of come into this union. Maybe perhaps you start a group. So I wonder, like, does this mean that you start like a Facebook group, an Instagram group? Are you doing some kind of group or communal healing? Do you need to promote yourself in a group in some way? And you may be encouraging other individuals to learn more about self-healing. Like, you might be going at it in the angle that's like, look, I had to heal myself. This is what I learned. I'm going to give you the tools, rather than being like, yeah, I'm just going to heal you, like, get on your merry way. So there's something really positive about that. And, obviously being a Gemini Sun, you're going to have a really strong association with being like, I write, I communicate, I speak, I publish, which is cool, but know that you can still do these things, because I see Jupiter being in your whole sign 5th, making sextiles to your sun in the 7th is like being able to communicate and talk to people one-on-one. Maybe you will partner with other people, like collaborate and like do interviews and podcasts and other things with other healers. So you're still feeling like you're getting that ability to chit chat, but like you're really kind of defining like who you are as an individual healer. All right, so let's see what the cards say for you in terms of making that segue from writer to healer. And thank you for your generosity. Give you an extra card here. So we've got the King of Wands, the World card, the Page of Wands, and then the final card being the Page of Swords. Bye. Interesting. I mean, it feels like for me, you're taking all of your very specific analytical communication skills and you're applying this to something that's a little bit more creative for you, right? King of Wands in the World is like basically like saying to yourself, I've been there, done that with all the creative stuff. I've really mastered that. Now I'm moving on to the next phase and I'm dipping my toes into things that are new for me. Healing may not be new for you, but taking it on as a professional kind of occupation is new. I would say the Page of Wands reversed is making me feel like approaching things like a child and being like, I'm still learning, I'm still experimenting, giving yourself the freedom to play. I wonder if it's going to have something also to do with like heart healing, creative healing, working with inner child stuff, anything in regards to being able to communicate and talk to people in a playful way. If you've got Sag in the 5th, you have to be able to do that. And perhaps maybe part of your healing practice is like telling stories through experiences that you've had where you failed or you dropped the ball in some way, or that you had to learn how to like really go back to your inner core child and like say like, it's okay that happened, don't let this be a hang up. Like, there's a lot of encouraging people not to get stuck or blocked in the creative process or anything that keeps them from remaining open and staying like playful or open to love. I would say the Page of Wands reversed is a little clunky, so it can be, in a sense, like not rushing, reminding you to take your time, that, you know, maybe you're still sampling a couple different modalities before you really kind of go, okay, this is what I'm doing. And really making sure that you're communicating and expressing to other people some of your personal experiences. To me, this seems like really important in the midst of these transits. But the World card and the King of Wands makes me feel like you're graduating from one position to another, and it's important maybe to just remain open to possibly a couple of different modalities until you figure out what it is you're specifically going to land on. Okay?
Word. Oh, and also you could be writing about healing and using your writing abilities to help you with this healing.
Yeah. You want to take Vanessa?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Michelle. Vanessa says, and this makes me laugh. I want to see what you get. She asked, why wasn't the Virgo texting me back or calling me back?
Because he was messing with different chicks. We do have the sun. Or fucking with other bitches is what I heard Spirit say. But we do have the Sun Chariot. This does not allude to the Virgo at all. The Sun card is talking about you happy, happy, happy with your own success. Maybe that you worked for when you're on. Let's see the star coming up. I don't see the sun coming from the Virgo. I'm going to be honest. I don't see any happiness coming from this person. Not that they're
Do you not see that as an ego trip?
The sun?
The Sun Chariot is an ego trip.
It could be like, I'm on fire, bitches, and you can't touch me right now. It could be like that.
Or trying to be very visible and being seen, but being like, no, I'm too busy to like respond, but being
for the
very
Virgo?
out there. Yeah.
Oh, if that's what she sees, if that's why, if the Virgo's on fire right now. But I see the sun as her, like coming into victory with the chariot.
Oh, he's a Sag. Okay, sorry.
Oh, he's a Sag.
So, yeah, she said something about why wouldn't somebody text me back. So
Okay, if it's a Sag, he's talking to other women. Like, and he's having sex with them too. Like, it is.
The Sun Chariot makes me wonder, is he moving? Like, is he taking care of a kid? Is there child responsibilities? Is there something going on where he's, like, touring or, like,
I
is
feel
he
like
traveling?
the tarot is like, forget this man. You're coming into your own, like, success real quick. Which it could even be like just enjoying your own company, but no, the sun is eyes on you, people wanting your attention. The chariot is a recent victory, so congratulations, especially with the Ace of Wands. You might be getting some new dick.
I feel like something about the Sun and the Chariot makes me feel very strongly that it's like somebody being like,
I got all this attention,
really,
I can't get back at you right
really
now.
Consumed with like either them being in like transition or like something going on in regards to like work or like family obligations. She's a Virgo, so I'm just thinking about her chart with all the squares. Like, just so you know, okay, in like the next like week or so, Mars is gonna go through. It's gonna go through Aries. And it's going to square all your Cancer, and it's going to square Pluto, which means
have children.
If you try to get aggressive and try to push the situation, partners are going to push back.
Yeah.
Page of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Justice card. Did you give him the impression you weren't really looking for anything serious? Were you like, I'm not really, I'm just fucking around? Like, I would say if you did do that, be careful, because if you're trying to play it cool with the Page of Wands and the Justice card, it's like, yeah, I'm not really looking for anything, and he might like take you at face value for that and be like, okay, cool, all right, well, you're not looking for anything, so whatever. Don't get bent out of shape about it if that's the conversation that you had, but also I would say this can be somebody who's a little difficult to tie down. Page of Wands and the Justice card is somebody who's not entirely looking for that right now. And being bummed out with the Justice card makes me...
He didn't want anything serious. Sagittarius, yeah.
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 Yeah, but there's a feeling that there might have been a mutual, like, okay, that's cool, but then being disappointed when he was like, okay, no, I really don't want anything serious.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because he's Sag. I was just looking at the cards that came up, you know? Last but not least,
Cool.
we've got Snoop Cool, who said, you're amazing. Well, thank you. Let's see. Here we go. Trying to ask questions about Oz behind the scenes. Snoop, this is for you. Thank you. We got Page of Cups.
Ooh, new love.
New opportunity for new love, romance.
New
Kind of
vagina.
tapping into your intuition, getting getting really in tune with your feelings, your emotions, feeling kind of romantic, being open to new creativity. Watch for like water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But this can also be about you just kind of feeling like maybe you're opening back up to love, maybe you're opening back up to like dating, getting to know
pesky
people.
Star card is still up again. Look.
Is it?
Oh, that's
it's a sun.
Never mind.
Some of the same cards keep coming up over and over and over.
Yeah, for real. That's wild.
I have a feeling this is also about you just like venturing into things that are going to be about trying to maintain optimism and being a little bit more open-minded about if things can turn out, and like just really focusing on keeping your vibe high. Even if some people see you as being like a little idealistic, it's like you having hope for the future or trying to remain positive for some of the stuff that's kind of going on. But Page of Cups can be about new romance and love coming in, but it's something very soft, very gentle. It's not quite as aggressive as physically hooking up or relationships, but it's the start of something new. And what you guys have all been waiting for is the pick a card sex reading, and that was a whole lot of foreplay. I gotta give it to you. That was like an hour of foreplay. So,
Ooh, pile
card 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
That's what's up.
When I see that, I always see octopus.
Pile 1, we got the 10 of Cups for you with the Page of Pentacles. This is like new blissful, mutual orgasms. Right, but you might actually be slow into getting there with the foreplay with the Page of Pentacles, like approaching it newly. This is the sexual jackpot I'm getting for some of you, Pile 1. So that's congratulations. I think this is gonna be star-studded sex too. Some of you might just be so caught up in connecting that you don't even have sex, and it just feels blissful. Pile 2, we do have the 9 of Pentacles, so this is rich sex. This is like, bitch, you better pay me. But it's not like any prostitution. We do have the 3 of Swords. I hope you don't get curved because you're broke. But hopefully, we do see you with the 9 of Pentacles. This looks pretty luxurious. I'm not gonna lie. Some of you could be the rich bee with the vibrie, but this could really more so be someone making it rain. I don't know. I get a really good vibe with the 9 of Pentacles. It's interesting. For Pile 3, you're not getting none. We got the 9 of Swords. You're probably just
Stressing out.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Am I gonna dial in?
With the Page of Swords too, just mad like.
Come on, 4. I'm
gossip.
for
Oh
4.
shit, that's crazy.
I'm for 4.
Yeah, 9 of Swords. I hate to be the one to bear that news for you. This could be like crazy sex though, if it is sex, where you're both talking to ghosts or some shit. Damn, that's wild. Okay, pile number 4, we do have the Page of Cups.
Yeah.
This is ain't nothing like new vagina right here. Or it's very, like new feelings and new positions, new poetry. Some of you might want to get romantic too. A new way to. Damn, why did Pile 3 just get the short end of the stick? That's crazy. Okay, pile number 5, we got the Knight of Swords. It comes reversed, but the upright reverse is you just kind of want to leap into the vagina or leap onto the dick. We do have the 2 of Swords, so this could be someone who's indecisive. Knight of Swords is looking like you might be able to talk your way into some. You just gotta kind of rush to conclusions. Just rush into it. You know what I mean? Very.
I'm pleased. I'm pleased with my card selection. I mean, I would have taken 10 of Cups or 9 of Pentacles.
Right, I feel you.
You know, that's fine. At least it's not all just like money and vibrators.
Yeah,
so.
that part too. So. Then that's the pick a card sex reading, ladies and gentlemen.
Hopefully you guys like this. We love being able to do the lives for you. We had such a positive turnout with the astrology readings that we're gonna be back. So it looks like we're gonna be back on June 29th, so next Wednesday. We're gonna be doing an astro show, so we'll be on a little bit longer, do astrology readings. We're gonna post the link early so that way you guys can sign up because we can only take so many spots. So if that's something you want us to do, is to look at your guys' astrology transits, answer questions, make sure that you get on the list, you get in the queue, so that way we can ensure that we read for you.
Hey.
Make sure that you are sharing, commenting, liking, giving us thumbs up. If you want to join memberships, you can. Otherwise, we accept donations, or we also just love it when you watch our videos and, leave us like shit posting comments. We like that as well. We've got some new content coming out for you guys Monday. We've got, we're going to roast all the signs. We just got done doing a video on America's birthday and also on the full moon in Capricorn. So we've got a couple fun things coming out for you guys soon.
Yep.
And we love you very much. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see all of you guys very soon. Take care.